Today I'm working on this brand new, basically brand new. It's a 2021 XT250 Yamaha. It only has, let's see, 252 miles. Seller said he left it sitting for, it's like since 2022. It's been sitting, and he couldn't figure out why it doesn't run. So he put new gas in there. He put a new battery in there. It cranks over, but it just doesn't start. He said he doesn't know why. So that's why I picked this thing up pretty cheap. Do a little walk around for you guys so you guys can see how clean it is. Look at that. It has no rust on it. It's just been sitting outside for a bit since I got it. Look at this. The chain looks clean. The back tire looks basically brand new, but it's the original. It's clean. The oil level has a little window, but I gotta tilt it so it could get straight. Right there. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's topped off with oil. Let's see if it cranks. I probably already drained the battery from cranking it when I bought it. That's the fuel pump right there. It sounds a little bit scrapey for some reason. I don't think it's supposed to sound like that. Let's see, let's crank it over. Hopefully that's enough for me to check for a spark. Let me do that really quick before I have to put a new battery on there. Maybe a lost spark, I don't know. I don't think it has enough power to make it crank over. I'm gonna have to probably put some jumper cables on there. I don't even know where the battery's at. Might have to take off one of these plastics. On this side or the other side? Battery. I think it might be on this side. Maybe. Yeah, like it looks like somebody already took this side off. It's got a little piece right there missing. This thing kind of looks finger tight. For some reason, it looks like it's not all the way. Yeah, look. I think it's just a tab. Yeah, I just gotta pull this. Threw a whole bunch of water in my face. The little small battery right here. I'll just connect the jumpers and see if this thing has spark. Little fuses in there. Should be more fuses in here. Those look good. Let me see these right here. Those look good. Let me see if it has spark, and then I'll double check all the fuses. Pull them out one by one if it doesn't. And then those, I'm not sure. Jumper right here that I use on all my videos. This thing goes pretty hard. I'll leave a link down below in the description if you guys want to buy it. But let's get this thing jumped. You gotta override it. Just like that, then you just connect it. I gotta use both hands. Give me a second. It's connected. Let's see if it cranks at least. I gotta turn the key. There you go. Let's check out if it has spark. If I can put it. There you go. Alright, let's see. It does have spark. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yep. It's got really, really good spark. So that's not the issue. It's not an electrical issue. basically, since the battery's good, all the electrical is good, I'm gonna leave the battery charging for now with this little charger that I have right there. I'll leave it charging for a few minutes to gain some power to crank everything over. I don't have to use the jumper. I'll try to find a link for you guys on Amazon also, if I could find it. If you guys want a little quick charger, this thing charges batteries pretty fast. A little light means it's charging, and it turns green once it's charged. My guess is that it's a fuel issue, because how the fuel pump sounds like a little bit raspy. I'm guessing it might be the fuel pump. It's a fueling issue for sure though. Let me remove the seat. I might be able to spray some brake cleaner in here, and if it starts, then for sure it's a fuel issue. It's not getting any fuel, and I might have to replace the fuel pump, or I don't even know what this is. It's probably like a, let me see, what does it say? It just says tank carb. That's what it says. This thing doesn't have a carburetor. This thing's fuel injected. It's probably like a big old filter or something. See, this line just connects straight down from the gas tank. It has like a little filter, I don't know why. And then it's just an overflow. It just ends right here and it drips out anything, I guess. I don't even know what this is. Now let's try to basically access the air filter so I can spray something in there and see if it starts at least. Basically 2 10mm to remove the seat. One on each side. And then that outlet wrench thing right there. Outlet bolt to remove the fender. I don't think you have to remove the fender. We'll see right now though. This one already looks messed with, that fender. See, I might have to get an actual wrench to get in there. It's a tight fit. It's turning little by little. Damn, I was doing the wrong one, look. I'm supposed to do this one right here. I'm guessing. That's not even how you remove the seat. Actually, I don't even think that's how you remove the seat, guys. This is just for this bracket, so I was wrong. I think the seat. Usually on dirt bikes, there's a little bolt right here, holding a little bracket holding the seat, and you just remove the bolts on both sides. But it's not that with this one. This is just for this little arm. I'm guessing you gotta remove those just like that. I think they're 10mm, 8mm on the bottom of the sheet. The seat should come off. They're actually 8mm. I do remember the guy telling me he didn't know how to take the seat off. I remember him saying something like that. They're pretty easy to unscrew. They're not that tight on there. Alright, let's see if the seat comes off. There you go. Just like that, I'll set the seat right here. And then I think this is the air box right here. I'm gonna take this off, see what's under there, see if I can see the air filter so I can spray something. I wasn't even showing you guys actually. I'm gonna take this off right here. I don't even know what this is that I'm taking off. I guess that is the air filter. It's like a little panel, kind of. And it just goes right there. This thing is really clean though. I'm gonna spray some brake cleaner in through there, see what happens. Just so I don't damage the air filter. I'll keep these on here so I don't lose them. There, let's crank it over, see what happens. Let me put the, oh yeah, the spark plug's already on. I might have to connect the jumper because it hasn't been charging for that long. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta connect the jumper, but it started, so it is a fuel issue, 100%. It's not starting. Let's spray a little bit more. I don't know if the fuel pump's supposed to sound like that. Look. It sounds weird. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through the whole fueling system. I'm gonna start off by taking off the gas tank and checking out that fuel pump. Forgot to put the air filter on there. I'm gonna just leave it on there. I don't think I'm gonna have to access it again. I could just spray in through that hole. And this one should be it. Might have to disconnect the fuel pump and all that other stuff first. This bracket just came off. I might still have to disconnect something. Let me look through it and I'll let you guys know. Might be able to check if the fuel pump works right here. Actually, just pry this out of here. But I don't know if I'll have enough room to take this little bracket off right here, the little red one, and then this slides out. And then when the fuel pump primes, it should be throwing gas. But I might have to loosen the gas tank up a little bit more. I think I have to remove this fender because it's bolted on to the frame right there. That's the fender on both sides. That's probably why it's not letting me lift it up. There's probably a few other little reasons too. Just a bit. I think I could get it off now. Maybe. We'll see. I can at least wiggle it out. But I still have to disconnect the fuel pump and all the other stuff. Looks like this plastic is holding it. There. I gotta pry this plastic out. And it should be good. The other side's already pried out. Let's see. This thing keeps going in there. There you go, this thing's basically off. Alright, gas tank is basically off. I ended up taking these fenders off on both sides just so I could have a little bit more room to work with, because it felt like it was bending them on when I leaned it. It felt like this one was bending. Let me see if I can take this off now. I think that is off right there. And then now I just gotta pull it or press something and pull it out. I don't want to break nothing. And there's no videos on nobody working on these, so I'm just trying to do everything on the top of my head. To remove this fuel line, you just gotta pop this little red thing out of place, pull it out. So basically it's like that. Pop it out. And then there's two buttons, one on this side and one on this other side. You gotta kind of twist it to get a good angle. Then you just push them together and pull out. Basically, that's all you gotta do. It's leaking a whole bunch of fuel. Probably shouldn't have done it. Let me see. I gotta crank it to see if the fuel pump works. I gotta use my other hand. So I just checked right now, the fuel pump does work and it filled me up with gas. But look, I'll show you guys. There you go, I unexpected to throw it out. For some reason, I wasn't even thinking. It got me good. Even though it's still throwing fuel, my guess is it's still the fuel pump that's messed up, just because it sounds a little bit raspy. So I ordered a little, it's like a rebuild kit that comes with a new motor and a few other little things. So I'm gonna just replace that, see what happens. Got the fuel pump right here. It ain't on a rack, so I don't scratch it. And then basically it's just like 6 Allen bolts. You just remove them and fuel pumps just slide out. I already got all the bolts loosened up. Damn, I didn't expect that. I could probably angle it a little bit up. Right there. I might have to let all that gas fall. Move this out of the way. Let me use both hands so I could fix this gas tank so I don't leak everything. As best as I could do right there, I put brake cleaner right there so I could angle it and it won't spill. But the gas doesn't even smell dirty. I think he told me he put brand new gas in there and it still didn't want to run. Here's all the brand new stuff that I ordered for it. Some fuel lines, I guess, right here. And then here's a little motor. A little motor right here. I don't even know where it goes exactly. It's right there down the middle. That's the motor. So for the most part, to take this thing off, you see that little tab right there. That little tab that you could push in and it unclips. I think it has like 2 or 3 of those. You push that, everything comes apart. And then you can take the little motor out. I just finished rebuilding the fuel pump. I put a new fuel filter, and also I didn't use this Chinese retainer clip that it came with. I put the OEM one that it had, and it also came with new wires, electric wires, and I replaced those. Also replaced this fuel line right here because the old one was brittle, and then I put these hose clamps just for extra support. But yeah, I'm gonna install it and see what happens, see if that was the issue the whole time, because I didn't even test the fuel pressure. I just gave it a guess. See what happens. The reason why I didn't test the fuel pump is because I don't have a tester, but the factory PSI that it's supposed to be throwing, according to Google, is 55 PSI. Yeah, and the reason why I didn't use this Chinese one is because the OEM one seated better, the retainer clip. And this gasket only goes on one way. The flat part goes on the fuel tank, and the fuel pump has some little grooves right here. These little grooves go on, they line up with this fuel pump. Just like that. And then just install the fuel pump the same way you took it out. I'm gonna just double check it's on there. little bracket should go on one way also. Yeah, just like that. You just line it up with that little groove. Just make sure this thing clips on. You shouldn't be able to see the gasket from the outside. Just a little bit, actually. I actually put the fuel pump on facing the other way. It's supposed to face that way over there. But all you gotta do is just rotate it and you should be fine if you put it the wrong way. That's how the fuel pump is supposed to be, like that, angled. And this bracket only lets you bolt it on one way to the gas tank. And you just bolt this thing on cross pattern. I got everything bolted down, and I actually ended up, before I installed the fuel pump, I ended up draining out all the old fuel because it actually smelled a little bit nasty. So I'm gonna replace that with some new fuel after I installed it. Basically, you just clip this onto the fuel pump. But first, you gotta put this connector on there, I think. Don't forget to plug in these little holes right here. And then you line everything up and then plug in the fuel pump. There you go. And just lock it in place. The gas tank's ready to bolt down. Before I bolt this thing down, I'm gonna pour some new gas in here and see if it's leaking from anywhere. Should be good enough. It might be too little, actually. I'm gonna pour a little bit more. I spilled a whole bunch of gas. It doesn't look like it's leaking anything. So far, no leaks. I'm gonna crank it over, see if it starts. There you go. That fuel pump sounds way cleaner. You guys could hear the difference. I'll try to put a video so you guys could hear the difference side by side. Back then it wasn't making that little juicy noise. Look, you guys can hear it, watch. You can hear like the juices in there mixing. I don't know if the fuel pump's supposed to sound like that. Look. Sounds weird. I'm not gonna be able to check if it starts tonight because it's already 2 in the morning. I don't want to wake anybody up, so I'll see you guys in the morning. So this thing is still not running. I even swapped out that gasket I was talking about with the OEM one to see if it seats on there better, like with a tighter fit, so it could gain more pressure. But this thing still runs the same. So what I did, I ordered it's like a little bit broken fuel pump from eBay. I'm gonna just use the motor and the fuel pressure regulator off of it, see what happens. The fuel pump I bought from eBay didn't even work, so I ended up just returning that one. And I ended up going with the OEM one from Partzilla. Cost me around $300 something. But let's see if that's the issue the whole time. Cause I waited like 2 weeks for this thing. That's why I haven't uploaded in a while. And I got this Banshee right here. In the meantime, while I was waiting for parts, I found this one. So it's gonna be a video on this one soon, hopefully. But here's the part right here. I'm gonna install it real quick and it should fire up. All right, there you go. The OEM fuel pump is installed. Let's see if this thing will start once I put it on there. I have to prime the fuel pump a little bit, a few times, just so I could feed everything. I don't know why it looks like that on the phone. It looks like it's blinking, but when I look at it in person, it's solid. It's not doing that. It's weird. All right, let's see if it runs now. Getting a little bit worried it wasn't starting. I already spent those $400 basically. I don't even know if they'll let me return it if it didn't work. I'll let it warm up a little bit, then I can start revving it. Runs good. I'll take it up for a little test drive once I put it back together. This thing runs really good. Only thing is, it wasn't letting me record everything, the full test drive, because you gotta hold the clutch, and for some reason you can't really shift these unless you're in low speeds without holding the clutch. But I was able to top this thing off at 74 miles per hour. I didn't want to pull anything more than that. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be posting similar content, and also I'll be doing ATV and motorcycle giveaways soon, so stay tuned. I just need more followers. Thank you.